Today I'm going to show you how to create this flaming text effect in Adobe Photoshop. So go ahead and make a new document with a black background and white text. The typeface that I'm using is called Strelka, which I got from Adobe Fonts. First things first, right-click on your text layer and click Convert to Smart Object. Then go to Filters, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and we're just going to add a radius of 2 pixels and hit OK. Now go to Filter and Liquify. Make sure you have this top tool selected, which is just your Move tool. Zoom in, and you can use the left and the right bracket keys on your keyboard to resize your brush. You're going to want a brush about the size that you'll want your flame, because we're going to start painting in our flames. You're going to notice through this process that I occasionally scale my brush up and down. I want each flame to be a different size. It would look a little too redundant if each flame was exactly the same size. One thing that you're not getting a chance to see, because I am speeding through this really boring part of the video, is how many times I am hitting Command or Control Z to undo some of the work I've done. This is a long process. It takes time, and don't expect every brush stroke you make to produce this nice looking flame. I'm already kind of struggling with this A. So take your time with it and understand it's just kind of trial and error to kind of get the hang of this technique. One technique I'd encourage you to try would be to scale your brush down, and for most of this tutorial I've been starting painting in the white and bringing it up into the black space. You can also do the opposite and start in the black, click and drag and bring it down into the white space. Did you see that little contour I just made that added some definition to kind of separate or give the flames a little more detail? And I apologize if throughout this video you can hear my heater, which just started running, and my cat screaming at me in the background. Sorry about that. You'll notice that I'm not making every flame absolutely huge and majestic. Fire is an organic thing. Parts of it are very large and wild, and parts of it are kind of smaller, like what I'm doing with this M. So don't feel like each part of the letter you make has to be like big and majestic. Once you're happy with the result, you can go ahead and hit OK. Just so you know, it is a smart object, so you can always just double click it again if you want to add more to your flames. You can't really take away from it in this window. You would just have to delete it and start over. But now let's go ahead and add some color to our design. At the bottom of the Layers panel, click on this adjustment layer icon and grab Gradient Map. In the Properties panel, double-click your gradient bar here, and if you scroll to the very bottom, I have a couple presets. I don't remember if I made these or if Adobe just has them, but I have these presets right here which are perfect for a gradient map. If you don't have these, you can just go ahead and copy my colors. On the left we've got black, followed up with a darker orange, and then a yellow, and then a white all the way on the right, and hit OK. Just so you know, you can move this text effect around, but there is a glitch in Photoshop where if you try to resize this by hitting Command or Control T and scale it up or down and hit OK, you'll notice that my flames have become very pathetic. So I'm going to hit Command Z. I don't know why this happens. If you are better at Photoshop than I am and know the workaround, feel free to let me know in the comments so that I can learn from you guys as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. I make videos on Photoshop, Illustrator, and Affinity Designer, so if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to support the channel.